You ever get that feeling that a woman might be into you, but she won't just come out and say it? Like she's sending signals, but they're wrapped up in this quiet mystery that leaves you second-guessing everything. And you start wondering, am I imagining this? Or is there actually something there? Women don't always express interest the way men do. Sometimes it's subtle, so subtle that if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it completely. But here's the thing. If she likes you, she's showing it. Maybe not in words, but in actions, in energy, in all those little unspoken moments that say more than words ever could. It's in the way she looks at you. You know that feeling when someone's eyes linger just a second too long? Like she was staring, but the moment you caught her, she looked away, fast. And then a few minutes later, she does it again. That's not an accident. That's curiosity. That's attraction. That's her wanting to see you, but not wanting to be obvious about it. And if you ever catch her eyes softening when she looks at you, like there's warmth there, like she's feeling something, that's as real as it gets. It's in the way she fidgets around you. Maybe she plays with her hair when you talk, smooths out her clothes, adjusts her necklace, little things that don't seem like much, but are actually signs of nervous excitement. She wants to look good. She wants to be presentable. And sometimes when a woman really likes you, she'll get clumsy around you, dropping things, stumbling over her words, laughing at the wrong moments. Not because she's awkward, but because you make her feel something, and it throws her off her game. And then there's the way she positions herself near you. If a woman doesn't care, she'll keep her distance. But if she does, she'll always find a way to be around, even if it's just a little closer than necessary. Maybe she leans in when you're talking, closes that gap between you in a way that feels different. Like she wants to be in your space but doesn't want to make it too obvious. If she's finding reasons to be where you are, that's not a coincidence. One of the biggest signs? She remembers things about you, small things, details you didn't think were important. Maybe she remembers how you take your coffee, or that one random story you told her weeks ago. Women don't do that unless they care. If she brings up things you barely remember telling her, it means she's been paying attention. And that right there, that's emotional investment. And then there's teasing. Playful, light, a little sarcastic, but never mean. If she teases you, calls you out on your habits, mimics something you said, gives you a hard time about your favorite sports team, it's not just banter, it's her way of creating tension. Women flirt with their words just as much as with their looks, and teasing is one of the biggest signs she's trying to build that connection. But here's the thing, if she only teases you and not everyone else, that's her way of singling you out. And that matters. Her friends know about you. Trust me, if she's into you, she's talked about you. Women don't keep crushes to themselves, so if you ever catch her friends giving you that knowing smile, or they tease her when you're around, that's because they know something you don't. They've heard about you. They've heard a lot about you. You'll also notice she acts differently around you. Have you ever seen how she is with everyone else? Casual, laid back, just being herself. But when it's you, something shifts. Maybe she gets a little quieter, a little more nervous, or maybe the opposite. Maybe she lights up, becomes more animated, talks more than usual. That change in behavior, that's emotional impact. That's attraction playing out in real time. And here's a big one. She initiates contact, even if it's just small things. A random text, a funny meme, a "what are you up to" message. Women don't reach out to men they don't care about. If she's putting in effort, even if it's subtle, it means she's thinking about you. And sometimes it's not even about the words. Sometimes it's just an excuse to talk to you. A question she probably already knows the answer to, but she asks anyway, just to keep the conversation going. Then there's physical touch, and I don't mean anything dramatic, just small, natural touches. A tap on your shoulder when she's laughing, a playful push when she's teasing you, brushing something off your shirt. It might seem minor, but that's how attraction works. It starts small, builds up, and if you're paying attention, you'll notice the shift. Because women aren't naturally touchy with just anyone. If she's finding ways to touch you, that's a sign. And finally, the most important one, her undivided attention. If she's truly into you when you speak, she listens. Not just hearing, but really listening. She leans in, she reacts, she asks follow-up questions, she remembers what you say. And in a world full of distractions where people are glued to their phones and half present in conversations, when a woman gives you her full attention, that's real, that's rare, and that's a sign you can't ignore. So what do you do with all of this? Well, if you're picking up on multiple signs, chances are she's waiting for you to make a move. Women who like you will leave a trail of clues, but they won't always take that final step. That's where you come in. Test the waters, flirt back, suggest hanging out one-on-one. Because if she really likes you, she's just waiting for a reason to say yes. Attraction isn't always spoken. Sometimes it's in the details, in the moments between words, in the way she makes you feel without ever saying a thing. And if you've been wondering, questioning, replaying interactions in your head, chances are you already have your answer. So have you ever experienced this? Have you ever been in that space where you felt something, but weren't sure if she did too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories.